If you're new to my channel, my name is Ohemaa. Welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, hey! Don't look at my nail, it's lost, okay? Now, in today's video, I finally sat down ever since I got this product in, and I decided that today is the day that we're going to be mixing the R.E.M Beauty Black Concealer. In my initial video, I did say that the shade range on the concealers were not deep enough based on the campaign it was supposed to have given what it didn't give. That's why I said that. Now, I feel like a lot of people misunderstood my video in saying that,
these are concealers, they're not supposed to be able to do anything other than highlight your face and, conceal like spots and other things like that.
and you're right. Concealers are meant to be light bringers. But my issue with that specific launch was that it was supposed to give something completely different, especially when it came to the shade range and the marketing and, all of that. That's why I said what I said in that video. If you haven't yet seen it, I will link it down below so you can see it and let me know whether or not you agree with me. Now, under the comment section of that video, a lot of you guys were telling me there is a black shade and that's why the black shade was made for, and that I can take this shade and mix it with any one of the concealers and be able to get like a really good shade or whatever shade it is that I'm looking for. So I went and bought it. So in today's video, I am going to be mixing the black R.E.M Beauty Concealer with some of the R.E.M Beauty Concealer so we can see how they look. A lot of you predicted that I was actually going to make the regular concealer shades look gray. A lot of you just don't know what it's going to look like and you want to see what it's going to look like. So let's go ahead and jump into some mixing. And I don't know if I'm actually going to use the concealers that I mix. I may use it, I may not use it, I don't know, but we're going to be trying it out, okay? So if you want to see, it's going to be a fun video, okay? Let's just see. So I pick up the R.E.M Beauty Sweetener Concealer in the shade Rich 10. Okay, so when you buy it, it comes in a box like this, and in the box, you get the little spatula to scoop the product with, and then you get the actual product in the little jar. So this is that black shade that comes in the collection. Okay, so I'm gonna swatch this so we can see what we can see. These concealers are very, very creamy and they move so beautifully. And I feel like once it came into contact with my skin, it actually melted a lot more and it's very easy to move around. So this is what that black concealer looks like. Let me know down below what your prediction is gonna be. Is it gonna actually help change the tone of a concealer, or is it going to just make everything gray? I have here two random R.E.M Beauty concealers. I did not pick a specific shade. I just picked two from the collection that they sent over to me. And I have here Rich 4C. And Rich 4C is already on the back of my hand. My issue with having to mix products is that I never know exactly how much I'm supposed to put in so that it looks good. And if I'm able to mix it in, am I going to get the same results the next time I do it? So this is what I have on here. I'm gonna add it to this product. I'm going to mix with the same spatula. I'm gonna put the mixed one down here. Okay, so this is the first one that I mixed. Let me swatch the actual shade on the top. There is a slight difference in the two shades for sure. I'm gonna add a little bit more of that black to the back of my hand. Now it's too gray. I'm adding a little bit more of that brown shade to the back of my hand. I definitely feel like I could do this better if I could find a way to rig my camera to look down, because showing you guys this way, it's not very good production wise of me, but it still gets the point done. So it definitely blended in a lot better. This is the shade I got out of blending a little bit more. Is it deeper or do they look the same? What do you see? Let's try to create a contour shade. I can contour a little bit with the black shade if I use a very light hand. But let's just say that right now I'm like, I don't want to try the black shade as a contour by itself. Let me try to create my own contour. I'm taking this much of the product, this much of the black, and I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. Now let's mix these two together. You guys see how easily they're melting in together? So this is the one I just mixed. It's definitely deeper. Oh no, the black definitely came through. Even though it's a mix, this one is a little too gray. If I have to put enough of the black shade in the concealer to make it darker, it's coming off too gray on my skin tone. It's even looking too gray on the back of my hand. Okay, so I got here Rich 9C, and Rich 9C is the deepest shade that comes in the 60 shades besides the black one. It is a beautiful looking shade. I feel like that also was lost in my previous video because I was literally expecting the shade. If I look at the shade and I look at the pictures on the website and the PR and everything, this shade does not match the deepest shade that they showed. I may be able to use this as a foundation. And no, I know that it's a concealer, but there's so many people out here that don't use foundations and they use concealers. So don't come tell me,
oh, it's supposed to be a concealer. Why are you trying to use it as a foundation?
It's makeup. You can literally use it anyhow you want to use it. I'm gonna take some of this Rich 9C and see if I can create a contour shade out of it, because in the release or in the description of this product, they said that you can highlight and you can contour your face with this product. So I want to see if I can create a contour shade taking some of the black shade, and I'm gonna mix it in. Okay, so now that I mix it in, let's take some of that shade and blend it in. It's definitely a little bit deeper than the top one. I just took a little bit more of that black shade to mix into that deepest shade. I wish both sides of the spatula were rounded instead of like a scoop on the one side of it. That would have made it so much easier. Okay, we're definitely approaching my contour shade. So I'm taking this much more to add to what I already have. I'm not adding any more of that brown shade. I'm just adding the black shade to mix it in. This is what I was expecting when I saw the 60 shades. I was expecting this level graduation. This one I can use as a very mild or light contour on me. I'd have to add a little bit more of that black shade to give me a true contour shade. So I added a little bit more of that black shade, and that definitely makes it a very cool tone shade. Okay, let's try here. I have noticed that mixing a lot of the black shade into the deepest shade does make it look deep enough where I can use it as a contour. It has like a slight gray look to it because it's mostly black and has very little of the brown in it, but it would definitely serve as a contour shade and it might work. It's not bad. For me, it was the anticipation of really deep shades, and that didn't come. So that is it for me, showing you guys the black R.E.M Beauty Concealer shade. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought about the mix-in that I did. Let me know if you've tried this concealer and how you're loving it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you lots, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.